Amigas, today on the Blackstone, we're going to go ahead and make a taco de asada. Let's say it with me. Taco de asada. This is an authentic taco that you've probably never had before, so I'm going to show you how to make it so you can make it at the comfort of your home. I'm starting off by marinating our meat. We're going to go in with our Jugo Maggi. I would have to say that our Jugo Maggi is like a Worcestershire sauce and like a soy sauce put together, just Mexican style. To my meat, I'm also going to add a whole orange. Don't be shy with it. We're going to go ahead and squeeze it in. Yes, you see all that juice? That's perfect. I'm also going to go in with 1 lemon. The lemon is going to give your meat all the flavor and tang that you're looking for. Just like that, our meat is ready to add our dry seasonings.
You're gonna leave all the seasoning?
Oh, I actually forgot to take these out.
Trying to grow a lemon tree?
Yeah. We could have one for free. See?
I do want a lemon tree.
See? Now we're gonna go ahead and go in with our garlic powder. I use the big side right here because we don't want to be shy with it. And last but not least, our Blackstone Tequila Lime seasoning. This was my favorite. It has so much flavor. Have you tried it?
The tequila lime?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Watch. It's so good that. I could even try it like this. It's so good. You want some?
I dare you.
Try it.
See that? I love it.
What do you rate it?
11.
Okay. What do you rate it out of 10?
11.
Oh, okay, just making sure. Now we gotta get messy, amigas. We're going to go ahead and give it a good mix. We wanna make sure the marinade gets all over the meat. I'm not gonna wear gloves for this one. I'm gonna use my hand because this is how us Mexicans do it. We don't use gloves. We just go in, right in, and you don't be shy about it. While our meat is marinating, we're gonna move on to our salsa. Now we're going to make our green salsa. I like using tomatillos for the green salsa because it gives it the perfect tang to the sauce. I love my salsa tangy. We can use the red tomatoes, but the green makes the sauce have an amazing tang. Now we're going to put down our chile serrano. I like using chile serrano just because it is extra spicy. If I were to use jalapeno, it wouldn't give it that spice that I personally like. So you can use it if you want to, but I like my food probably on a scale from 1 to 10, 9.5 to 10. So I'm going with my serranos.
Will it put hair on my chest?
Yes, it'll give you a nice thick one right here. You'll be so spiced up that it's just gonna come out like that, okay? For our salsa, we're going to use some garlic cloves. I'm gonna leave the garlic cloves for about 5 minutes just because they cook really quick. I am gonna place the basting dome over the veggies just so that we can make sure they get charred on the outside and soft on the inside. Ready? We have to do the KG cook spin. It's a must, okay? While our veggies are cooking for our salsa, we're going to get to chopping our onions and our cilantro for our garnish. I'm gonna use white onions just because it's traditional. That is how I've always had it. Growing up, that's all we had. I never really had the purple onion, so we're going to go in with our white onion. If you like the purple, it's good. It's just a lot stronger, but I want my husband to still be able to kiss me, so I'm gonna use the white, okay?
I'll kiss you no matter what. This
is more than enough onion, so now let's go check on our veggies. I hear them calling. Let's see. Ooh, look at that. Can you smell them? I'm gonna go ahead and flip my tomatillos. They're nicely charred. They're getting nicely charred. So the goal is to have that nice char.
You can use tongs, by the way.
I'm Mexican, we just use our fingers. I'm charring my tomatillos and my serranos just so they have that smoky flavor and also the tang. We're gonna let these sit a little longer so we could add them to the word of the day, molcajete.
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 I've been checking my tomatillos, making sure they were nice and squishy, but still holding that juice in. Let's get our chiles into our molcajete. Ooh, check them out, they're ready to go. Okay, the goal is not to burst them. Mine bursted, but it's okay. We're gonna make it work. We want to add our garlic first just so that it releases all the juice, all the flavor that we need for our garlic. I do like to add some lemon juice. We're getting out our seeds. Use a lemon squeezer if you have one. I just don't want to go get it. So for our salsa, of course, we can't forget our salt. Adding our salt will make it easier to mash our garlic. I like using my molcajete to make our salsa because look at how easy it is to mash everything. Now that our garlic is nicely mashed, we can start adding our chiles. I like to start off by mashing our chiles first. I'm going to begin by grabbing the chile by the tip because we don't want to get the stem. So I'm holding it by the tip just like this and we're going to mash down. We can never go wrong with all this chile.
That looks spicy.
It's spicy like my attitude. It's only when you make me mad.
I would call that fuego.
I love that.
Hot
Because
fire.
the word of the day is molcajete. Now that our serranos are nicely mashed, we're going to go in with our tomatillos. Our tomatillos are ready. This is what we're going for. Juicy, squishy, but yet not bursted. So I'm gonna add it to the molcajete. If the tomatillos burst, they do lose some of the juice, and we need our salsa to be juicy, so we gotta get that juice in there. I did have some burst, but it's okay, amigas. We're gonna make it work. Now let's mash them up. For this salsa, you can make it on a blender, but personally, I like using a molcajete just because I feel like the salsa comes out so much more flavorful. This has been what I've done since day one. I saw my mom doing it, my grandma doing it. So I definitely want to keep that tradition going, if you know what I mean. Everything tastes better when it reminds you of home. Look at how amazing our salsa looks, you guys. The molcajete really brought it to life.
Molcajete.
My mouth is watering. I'm really not kidding. It really is watering. You see? You see? Just get the front because the bottom just wiggles. Now that our tomatillos and serranos are nicely mashed, you can give it a taste test. Wait, no, you can't actually, because we're missing the Knorr chicken bouillon. I love adding my Knorr chicken bouillon just because after you get that tang, you also get the salsa taste authentic. I mean, it's already authentic just because you made it on the molcajete. But
Molcajete.
I know how to dance. I know how to dance now. I'm gonna add one extra thing onto my salsa. We're going to go in with some cilantro. It's not about following a specific recipe. If there's something that you love, that you think you might just want to add, you add it. I feel like those people at the carnicerias and like, how many tacos you want? Chop, chop. Now let's add our cilantro. Don't be scared. I'm not gonna tell you how much because you can add as much as you want. There you go. Time to start cooking our meat. So it's been marinating. Now we're going to cook it on high heat. About 3 minutes on each side. Are you gonna use tongs? No, I'm gonna use my hands, okay? Do you hear the sizzle? If you don't hear the zizzle, then that means your griddle is not hot enough. I mean, guys, if you can't find this cut of meat, you can use ranchera. That's my all-time favorite. I promise it'll taste as amazing. Actually, for me, it was not 3 minutes. We went ahead and did 5. So now I'm going to give it a flip and let it sit for 5 more minutes on the other side. Look at how juicy my meat is. Juicy like my man. There you go. How's it looking, amigas? Look at that. I love when my meat has that little char. I feel like it gives it such a good flavor, just like my chile. Look at how delicious the meat looks. But you already know we can't forget to do a what?
Taste test.
A taste test. It's a must. I always have to do this. Ready? Say something, babe. Help me here.
Chop it up, chop it up.
I'm just gonna grab this with my hands. I'm trying to grab it with tongs to seem professional, but honestly, it's not even what I do. So I'm just gonna use my hands. Just like that. Make sure they're clean, guys, because we don't want to get all our germs on there. I like when my meat is bite-sized because when you're biting into your taco, you don't have a huge strand of meat coming out of your taco. Amigas, making tacos is super simple and easy to make. I would have to say the hardest part about it was making the salsa, and it wasn't even that hard to make. So I'm pretty sure that it's something that you can do at home. This is probably one of our weekly meals. We have it every week and it's always a hit. Are we ready for the taste test? Ready? No. This is so good. I am gonna add a little more salsa to my taco because you already know you can't ever go wrong with too much salsa. Wait, is it even too much salsa? No. For this recipe and more, visit blackstoneproducts.com. I hope you enjoyed the recipe. Follow me, like, and subscribe. Bye. Love you guys.